Today's show is sponsored by Profit Accumulator, the UK's #1 match betting service. So what is match betting? It's a method that's used by individuals to profit from free bets and incentives offered by bookmakers. And when you sign up to Profit Accumulator, they will walk you through how to do match betting with their easy to follow video guide. So what are you waiting for? Click the link in the description and you can start your Profit Accumulator journey today. AFTV, time to get into the player ratings. Hopefully I don't freeze up on this one. Time to get into the player ratings, DT. It was a very disappointing performance by Arsenal. We're through, but another defeat at the hands of Olympiacos. It doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things because we got the job done last week. But still some very lackluster, some very poor performances out there. And you said it in your interview that, you know, there's a lot of players that you thought would be like saying to the manager, yo, pick me. The manager would be like, no.
Yeah. Mikel will be going, that's why I ain't picked you.
That's why, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And I don't know, man. It was just such a weird game. The whole, game in general was just weird. It was that kind of stick or twist feel about it. And that always worries me because you kind of, when you get in that frame of mind, it's very difficult to switch it and get out of it. And, I think that having the quality of player that we did on the bench to be able to bring on was ultimately, what, stem the flow, should we say? Because when PARTEY and Odegaard come on, it stopped what was looking a bit of a nervy moment for us, and it offered us something different, big time. But we're through, man. We're through, and that's the only positive I can really take.
So let's get into it. In goal, Leno didn't really have a lot to do.
He didn't have a lot to do. He looked really annoyed at times with some of the things that was going on. Some of the passes he was being given back in stupid situations. Maybe it was just a bit of, payback from everyone saying, yeah, now you know how it feels. But, he didn't really have much to do. I'll give him a 6, to be fair.
Okay. Bellerin.
I'm praying that him playing tonight means he's not playing Sunday.
Yeah, it was poor.
Poor again. It's just not good enough. He gets knocked off
well in
the
the first leg.
Yeah, but
it's true. Very weak, isn't he?
Just brushed aside, like move, man, get out of my way. It's not like a Dharma Traore's body charging you. Just get out of the way, man. Not good for me. 4.
Okay, on the other side, Kieran Tierney, he weren't great tonight either.
No, he wasn't great. Looked very...
he was one of those players that, like you, that stick and twist thing you was talking about. He looked caught up in that for most of the game.
Yeah, and I also think he looked a little leggy in the second half as well. Maybe, the games have caught up on him a little bit. Understandable, but offered a bit more going forward, but not a lot. I'd say a 5, but only because he give us a little bit more than Bellerin going forward. But that wasn't a KT performance that we know.
David Luiz.
Looked quite shaky tonight, I felt.
Did you?
Yeah, I felt.
I thought he played well.
No, I thought he'd done well, but there were a couple of moments where I went, oh, God, no, not again. Come on, David, don't let this be the night where you bring out one of them moments.
There was where, the ball, I mean, I don't know if that was which one of them that involved, but, basically one ball over the top.
That was Luiz.
And the Olympiacos player was through. Yeah.
That was Luiz. Gabriel had his man. Yeah, Gabriel had his man. And what it needs when, in them moments, the right back comes across to Bellerin, and Luiz comes across. So the pair of them were just there like, huh? And you looked at it, Luiz went, oh.
And by the way, he gave Leno a 6, but he pulled off a great save there.
Oh, Leno made a brilliant save. But it was the only thing he had to do.
Yeah. So what are you giving Luiz?
I'll say a 6.
6, okay. Gabriel.
Again, same as David Luiz, to be fair. I thought he was okay. It's tough, man, because I don't think they were really exerted that much. Do you know what I mean? It was. I'm going to give him a 6 because I don't think it was that much of a difficult evening.
Okay, Mohamed El Neni.
Works hard, always tries, but nah, not good enough for me, mate. Sorry, but I'll give him a 5 for his energy and his enthusiasm. But apart from that, poor.
Granite.
Doesn't look the same player without Thomas Partey next to him. Looks so much better when Thomas Partey comes into the side. Looks like he tries to do 1,000,001 things when Partey's not there. But then when Partey is there, he's like, right, I need to do this, and I don't need to do none of that. Let's go. I'll probably give him a 6, to be fair.
Okay. Ceballos.
Dreadful. Caught out, caught on the ball again, trying to take an extra touch. How many goals has he been directly involved in against us now? Sorry, but it's just not good enough. 3.
Yeah, he had a shocking game.
Shocking.
Yeah. Well, let's move to Pepe.
I thought his work rate and his defensive side of his game was really good. Really worked his arse off. Even in the second half, towards the end, you see him tracking back and working. But it just wasn't his night in an attacking sense. You know, even what summed up his night is that when he actually caught one beautifully and it was going in, it hit Smith Rowe and went over.
Yeah.
That is just the story of our night, isn't it? So, for his end, and I feel sorry for him when he has to play with Bellerin behind him. I'm sorry. But I want somebody to compare the stats of Cedric behind Pepe and how many times he receives the ball in comparison to how many times he receives the ball with Bellerin there. Because you'll see, he hardly ever gets the ball. So I'd say a 6 because I felt he really, really worked hard. And he did create some of our better moments in the game, in the attacking sense.
Okay, Smith Rowe.
I thought it was one of his quieter games. Maybe the smack in the face might have knocked him a little bit.
Yeah,
that was a whack and a half. That was.
Yeah.
But it wasn't up to the standards that we know. I'll give him a 5. But I won't be too critical of him. But seen a lot better.
Aubameyang, he could have had a hat-trick tonight.
Could have had a hat-trick.
Should definitely have scored 2. Definitely have scored 2.
You know, I think his hardest chance was his best effort when he done the little flick. And the keeper made a really good save. And then it was very reminiscent, the follow-up to his goal against Olympiacos last year with that scissor kick volley.
Yeah.
But obviously he missed it. And the one-on-one, his whole body language didn't look right tonight.
He was poor.
Yeah. 3 as well, right there with Ceballos. And I weren't happy with that at all.
Right, substitutes, Partey.
Got caught in possession a couple of times. But
a lot of times.
Yeah, well, I can remember a couple, but I think that, well, you got to remember a lot of them he drew fouls from. So you're not really going to say that's being caught in possession. It's called very good tactical play. Draw the foul, stop, regroup. I'm on about when he was actually intercepted and you're like, whoa. Like his presence in the midfield offers us something totally different. I've also heard as well that he's not been called up to the Ghana squad for their African Cup of Nations games. So he's going to get a 2-week break. And I think that's the right thing. Given his, he'll get some more time at Colney, can, recoup, work a bit more, train. And no doubt in his ability and, what will come from Thomas Partey. But I'd say a 6 for his performance when he come on.
All right, Martinelli.
Like really good 10-minute cameo. Got to play a centre.
Yeah, he looked very lively. Looked very lively when he came on.
Very energetic. So I would say a 6 because I thought he done well when he come on.
Okay. Chambers wasn't on long enough, really. Yeah.
Odegaard.
Well, sorry. Odegaard. Yeah, Odegaard.
I thought he was probably our best player.
Played well, but he should have scored as well. Another one.
Scored.
We should have won that game. We could have scored about 4 in that game. You know that?
Mate, I'll tell you something. That shot by Odegaard, Gareth Bale would have been happy with that on the golf course. That was a proper wedge. Like
he just needed to place it. I don't know what he was doing.
I don't know. We just weren't clinical tonight, were we? But I felt his overall, he was linking and he was doing everything that You know, there was so much better play the way that we were doing things when he was on the pitch. I say a 7. I don't think nobody deserves above a 7, to be fair.
Okay, Mikel, Arteta?
I felt we picked a strong enough team to get the job done. And, you know, a lot of them let the manager down with their performances. I think the substitutions had to be made, but ultimately he will take the responsibility. I've seen his interview, and he looked pissed off, to be fair. He looks really pissed off, and he's not happy, and he's not, you know, like a supporter where we're kind of trying to deflect away from the defeat at the moment because Spurs have lost and we're all laughing. He's like, nah, not acceptable, not good enough in any way, shape or form. But I'd say a 6 for his team selection was strong enough. Substitutes were good substitutes because they killed the game when we went 1-0 down. So, yeah, I'd say 6 is fair.
Referee, finally?
I thought he was all right. I don't think he was that bad. Ty probably hated him, but I didn't think he was that bad.
Sent a player off as well.
Yeah.
And I think the player got sent off. I mean, obviously we don't have the sound, but I think it was him throwing the ball away. How stupid was that?
Yeah, he got booked, and then I think he threw the ball at Martinelli, and it kind of went in Martinelli's direction. And like I saw the images of him after, he looked distraught in the tunnel.
Yeah, he was crying and that, but
yeah,
why do that? It's stupid.
Look, I think it was harsh. If it was an Arsenal player, we'd be all sitting here now.
I think we'd be having a go at him for being so stupid, to be honest.
Yeah, probably, but we would also be calling the FA every name under the sun. But look, it is what it is. We move on, man. Let's just get over this. Let's regroup. Let's get one more big push for Sunday's game against West Ham because we need to win that. We have to. I don't want to go into a 2-week international break on the back of a defeat. It's been a good week so far. Let's end it with another win.